So, hello everyone, this is Steve Collars back with the next guitar video after a long time. So, this BGM which I played right now belongs to a movie called KGF, which is in Kannada and many other languages. So, this is the main BGM of the song. So, we are going to start straight off. First, we are going to take 7th fret on our second string with our ring finger, and then we are going to take 5th fret on first string with our index finger. Sound like this, and then 7th fret on the first string. We have to go back to the 5th fret after that. Again we have to play the 7th fret. Okay, so after this thing, you need to get this thing properly because it gives the effect or like the picking up note. Then we have to play like one, two, three. So I think you might have got half of the part, because after the picking up note, 3 times you need to play 7th fret. And then on the 3rd note you have to put a hammer on. A hammer on means you play a note and press another note on that. So I think I'm playing the 1st fret. I'm going to take with my index finger, I'm going to take my middle finger and just hit the next fret. So there's not usually a much difference between hammer on and a slide off. A slide off is like this, and the hammer on is like this. It makes no difference. But in a slide, to make the buzzing effect, you need to do like it. Your finger might get stuck between the fret divisions. So I prefer hammer on actually. But some places you have to use slide for the effect. Like when you're playing the 1st fret on playing the 7th fret on the 1st fret, you can't like hammer on from here till here. So in that case you have to use a slide. You can't do a hammer on so long. So we have to do a hammer on the 3rd note over here. With our pinky finger, we have to hammer on the 3rd note. That is, this is the 3rd note of the BGM. 1, 2, 4, hammer on, again back to 4. Got it? So the starting, you can't use your pinky finger for hammer on. So every day I suggest to practice hammer on with all the fingers. Like that, every string. Then you got to practice with different notes. That is called a pull off, just the opposite of hammer on. That is, you play the 3rd fret and then remove the hold your middle finger on the 2nd fret and remove the 3rd string. That becomes a pull off. Okay, so you got to practice this every day. So after this hammer on part which I taught you, you hear that new note. And then after this you got to play the 5th fret again back on the 1st fret. That time you should also pick the 2nd string. and then you got to play the same thing twice. Okay, you notice the changes on the seventh note, the seventh fret on the first string, that is the first part like this. 1 2 1 hammer on 2 1 like that. Then the third time again normal as the first part. And then after this note, we have to play 7th fret on the first string again, then 8th fret on the first string. You got to slide your little finger till the 11th fret, that is that becomes the end of the BGM like this. Till there. After the slide, play it again, and then 10, and then 8. And then you end on the 7th fret with a pull. That is nothing but you push the string up like this. Okay, so the tune is actually fast, so you can play and if you are a beginner, you can play without the ring little finger, just by putting like this. But you should not practice this because it's not the proper method. You have to use the ring and the little finger. But if you want to play, like show it to someone at the beginning, so that it makes you feel them nice, so you have to play it like this. And then there's a gun scene in the movie, and then like fully beats start, and the first part is like this. Wait for a few seconds, and then it becomes like that. So if you watch the movie, you observe the different parts where you find this BGM. Try playing the BGM in those tunes, and you can become a perfectionist in hammer on, pull off, and the push. So that's it for today and this video. So check out my other previous videos too. They also teach you some other basic and interesting stuff in guitar. Thank you. Like, share, and subscribe.